What is up, guys? I am the one and only Eagle Double T, and in this video, I'm going to be comparing the Wii U Pro Controller to the Switch Pro Controller. So without further ado, let's begin. First up, let's take a look at the comfort of these controllers. Both of these controllers are very comfortable, I think. They fit my hands well. However, if I had to use one all day, I think I would use the Switch Pro Controller, because while the Wii U Pro Controller is pretty comfortable, the Switches, it just feels a lot more developed in a sense. The shape feels a lot more refined, and it fits around my hands a lot better than the Wii U Pro Controllers does. Next up, let's take a look at the features of these controllers. Now, starting with the Wii U Pro Controller, it features a player indicator right here on the bottom. It has an 80-hour rechargeable battery through micro USB, and that's pretty much the longest controller battery life that I've ever heard of. One other nice thing it has is a removable battery inside, so if the battery ever went bad for whatever reason, you just undo that one screw and you have instant access to the battery and you can get a replacement. It also features one rumble motor inside that gives quite a bit of feedback. The Switch Pro Controller has a 40-hour battery life, which is only half of the Wii U Pro Controllers. However, 40 hours is still a lot more than what Xbox and PlayStation has to offer. It charges through USB Type-C, which is much better than micro USB. It also has a player indicator on the bottom. And it also has HD rumble inside, which I find is very nice. It works well. And it also has motion controls, sort of like a Wii Remote or a Joy-Con. So in terms of which controller has the better features, the 80-hour battery life on the Wii U Pro Controller is very nice. However, the Switch just has a lot more features. And last up, the buttons. Now, in terms of the A, B, X, and Y buttons, I definitely like them on the Switch Pro Controller better. They're bigger and they just feel nicer to press, and they also have this very nice finish. In terms of a D-pad, I would say they're both equal. They pretty much have the best D-pads gaming has to offer. Nintendo always has very high-quality D-pads with their controllers. I like the joysticks on the Switch Pro Controller better. I like them on the Wii U Pro Controller, but on the Switch Pro Controller, I think my thumbs have a little bit better grip. And also, one more thing to note, the Wii U Pro Controllers have both joysticks up on top of the controller, which is kind of awkward, especially for games like Call of Duty, if you ever had Black Ops 2 on the Wii U. I definitely like the more traditional Xbox GameCube style layout on the Switch Pro Controller. The buttons in the middle are a little bit different. Both controllers have a plus and minus button and a home button. However, the Switch has a dedicated screenshot button, which is something I like. And also, I like how the Wii U Pro Controller has a dedicated power button, which is something that the Switch controller doesn't have. If you want to turn it on, you just hold the home button down. But I like having that dedicated power button myself. In terms of bumpers, I would say they're both about the same in terms of quality. However, they just look more aesthetically pleasing on the Switch Pro Controller. They kind of line up nicely with the triggers, which is something I like. And last but not least, the triggers. On the Wii U Pro Controller, I never liked them. They felt kind of flat, and they just weren't very good. But on the Switch Pro Controller, they have a very nice feel when pressed, and they're very enjoyable when playing games like Splatoon 2. So in terms of buttons, I would say that the Switch Pro Controller definitely has the edge. In the end, I would say the Switch Pro Controller is superior to the Wii U Pro Controller. However, the Wii U Pro Controller does have a couple nice things, like its 80-hour battery life. Even the little things, like a dedicated power button, also add to the experience. However, with the Switch Pro Controller, you just have so much more, like HD rumble, motion controls. I like the buttons better. And overall, I would say it's just a better controller. I apologize for not uploading lately. To be honest, I really haven't had motivation to get up and make a video lately. But I'm going to try to get back on a weekly schedule the best I can. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below videos you want me to do in the future. I'm always open to suggestions. I am the one and only Eagle Double T signing off. Goodbye.